What's up? So if anybody's been watching my channel, you've probably seen a video that I put up about 3 weeks ago showing some records that I picked up at a storage unit. Basically, this guy had put up a Craigslist ad, was trying to kind of clear out his storage unit, was trying to get rid of a bunch of records, and I kind of cherry picked it. I went through and got what I thought was pretty much the best out of what was in there. And I actually went there twice, and last week, I guess it was last week, no, actually 2 weeks ago, he put up another ad, and he said that he just had to get rid of everything. He was asking like $200 for all the records that were left. Like I said, I think it was about 2,000-3,000 records. Honestly, I didn't really count them, but it's at least a couple thousand. I shot him a message, and I was kind of hoping he would say no. I said, "Will you take $100 for everything?" And almost right away replied. He said, "Yeah, I'll take $100. Just come get everything." And when can you be here? So a few days later, I went down and picked everything up and got it back to the house. It was pretty crazy. Had the seats folded down in the back of my wife's SUV, and the whole back of the truck was just full of records. So got back with all that stuff, got it unloaded, and I've been through everything. Didn't take me long. I went through every record in there. It was kind of nice to have a little bit more time to really go through everything. So I'm going to show you some of the stuff I found in there. I'm actually really glad that I picked the rest of these records up. There's a lot of stuff in there that I just missed the first couple times, and whether it's maybe a little bit more underground type of stuff, or just for whatever reason, just stuff that I just flat out missed. So the amount of keepers that I get out of there is probably, I don't know, it's probably only like another 100 records or so out of like 2,000 or 3,000, which is not great, but some of the stuff that I did pick out of there makes the whole deal worthwhile in my opinion. So I'm going to go ahead and just get into the first batch of stuff, and I'm not probably going to put this all into one video because it is a lot of records. So this video I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the LPs that I grabbed and some of the random wrap 12 inches, what a lot of people are referring to as random wrap, some of the better stuff I found. So like I said, first of all, I'm going to go ahead and show you the LPs. Got Run DMC, Raising Hell, When It's Still in the Shrink. So it's a record everybody's got, but it was in really nice shape. I had to pull that one out of there. The Beatnuts debut LP, self-titled, single LP. Grand Poobah, Reel to Reel, double LP, really nice album. Das Effects, Hold It Down, double LP, another one that it's kind of like a must-have in your collection. Chub Rock, The One. A lot of people remember Chub Rock. He kind of, I don't know, I guess he kind of fell off, but he was pretty big for a minute. That's a dope album though. Leaders of the New School, Future Without a Past. Inspector Deck, Uncontrolled Substance, double LP, Still in the Shrink. Special Ed Revelations is the promo version, double LP. I don't think there was a cover. I don't think there was a version of this with any artwork. It was just like this promo version and a standard version in a plain black sleeve. Trap Called Quest, Love Movement. This album gets a lot of hate, but triple LP. It's got the remixes on the bonus disc. I mean, I had to pull that out of there. It's obviously not their strongest material, but it's kind of good addition to the collection anyway, just to have it. Cool G Rap 456. This is a lot of people's favorite Cool G Rap album. Personally, I like Live and Let Die, but a lot of nice material on this one too. Onyx, Shut 'Em Down, double LP. Mary J. Blige, What's the 411, her debut. I'm not a huge R&B fan, but that's one that definitely add to the collection. One I'm glad to have. The EC Illa LP. This one was pretty unusual, man. You know, it wasn't a whole lot of really underground stuff in there. I'm about to show you some random rap stuff that was in there, but this is a dope album. It's a double LP on white vinyl, and this is actually pretty hard to find. I was kind of stoked to find this. It's in real nice shape too. This last LP I'm going to show you is pretty much the best thing I found out of this collection the last time. The Legion, Theme plus Echo equals Krill, double LP. This one only came out as a promo LP. There was no picture cover version as far as I know, and really hard to find this album. These guys were down with Black Sheep. I think Drez from Black Sheep discovered them. They're down with Show and AG. And this is a actually really nice album too. There's a few cuts on this that are just it's really dope. A lot of people don't have this. Like I said, if you can find a copy of it, it goes for, I don't know, like probably like $70 plus from what I've seen. So I'm really stoked to find that, man. It plays great. The records are in great shape too. So the rest of these I'm going to show you. These are going to be kind of like the random rap 12 inches. Went through a big stack of stuff, listened to some stuff, and just kind of felt it out. And this is pretty much the keepers out of the random rap stuff that I found in there. Got a Monk with the Funk out of Philadelphia. This one is still sealed. It's Exercise and Shadows. Yeah, Shadows. D-Mob, Hot Days, another one that was still sealed. Low C, Laying in the Cut. When the Shit Blows Over and Grab the Dick on the B-side. Big JSA. Niggas Die Every Day and Bump Bump. This one kind of caught my attention just for the artwork, man. It's Shaolin style, Prepare for Mortal Kombat and Instrument of Death. These dudes were out of Staten Island, I believe. Definitely biting some of the Wu-Tang style, but it's actually not a bad 12-inch. I peeped at it, so it's gonna stay in my collection. It's definitely a keeper. This one I was kind of glad to find. These are some semi-local dudes. These are out of Northern Virginia. Team Demolition, Dirty Gusto, and on the B-side, Nature Rise and Sax. These guys actually have a video up from back then, Dirty Gusto. You can peep it on YouTube. So it's pretty dope, actually, man. Glad to find that. Not something you see very often. This one I had to pull out just because, just like, I don't know, just for novelty, man. Infant Terrible, Life to Sell to Murder. And the artwork on this label is kind of dope too. This 12 inches alright. I mean, it's not bad, but Infant Terrible, man, that's just an epic name. I had to pull that one out, and it's actually kind of cool. This one is actually pretty hard to come by. Show Enough with Big Apple Anthem and No Nice Times. Who Want a Taste on the B-side. Dudes out of the Bronx, I believe. Was this 97? Not a bad record, actually. Pretty hard to find too. These dudes, 20 to Life. This is almost like a album sampler slash maxi single. It's got like 6 different cuts on it. These dudes, it's got some Southern legends in here. It's got Dopey from the Terrorists, Klondike Cat, a couple other guys. This record's really hard to find, actually, man. I was just looking on Discogs, and I don't see where it's ever traded hands on there. But the LP on CD and whatnot is pretty desirable. This is pretty dope. Let's see, these last few. Okay, yeah, I got one other one here. Fatty Banks, Break 'Em Off, and Northside on the B-side. Some kind of late 90s gangster shit. Kind of hard to find. Yeah, these last couple are probably the best out of the random rap shit I found in there. Crimedanch, Cartel with Rakim. Ruggedest Style, Realism, and All My Friends. Dope record. It says featuring Rakim. I'm like, man, why would Rakim do some shit with these random ass dudes? I mean, not saying they don't have skills. I mean, this shit's actually pretty nice, but Crimedanch, Cartel featuring Rakim, just kind of like, what's going on with that? But actually, they sampled a large part of one of Rakim's verses on here, which I guess is why it's featuring Rakim. But man, on its own merits, this record stands up. It's really nice. 2 copies of this. I see it trading hands for a really good amount too. So I'll probably at least keep one of these copies. Might trade off or sell the other one. This last one is something I had never peeped this before, but I was actually pretty impressed by it. Kingpin Skinny Pimp on the A side, got One Life to Live, Midnight Hose, and on the B side, Looking for the Chewin', Let's Start a Riot. Dude, was down with 3-6 Mafia and that whole camp, Hypnotized Minds camp in the 90s. And the A side, man, One Life to Live is really nice track. You can peep it. There's a video up on YouTube of it. This record is extremely difficult to find though. I haven't seen any for sale. I don't see anybody up on Discogs. This guy had one for a few years, so it's obviously it's pretty rare. But I'm a sucker for colored vinyl, and this is a really nice 12-inch. I love the production on it. I'm not a huge 3-6 Mafia fan, but I kind of like the vibe on some of their earlier stuff, and this fits right in with it. I'm definitely going to keep this. So, like I said, that's some of the nicer random rap 12 inches and some of the LPs that I found out of the collection that I picked up. So, gonna put up another video ASAP with the rest of the 12 inches that I pulled out of there and some of my other pickups. So, stay tuned for that. Peace.